wasted my money. Uh, can't hear me, I guess. These, the ones I've been suspecting to be Shias, still ex-Muslims, like Ali Shah ex-Muslim, apostate Aladdin also is coming that he's a Shia, and I know him, so he's a Shia. See, he's the, I mean, for human rights or anything, nothing for Iran. Um, so I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but wouldn't have, this person, I didn't find him good. Cruel people, they're not for humanity or anything. They're just there to protect the Shias. They're not for truth. See, apostate Aladdin has not given anything. Maybe it's not for human rights. Okay, maybe it's not for human rights, but and maybe no one cares to draw, bring our attention to these fake ex-Muslims, ex-Sunni Muslims, as they call themselves, or but Shia, like what's his name, Ali Shah. He said he was a Shia, but then whatever happened at that time, anger and all this. So they're not. Seems like apostate Aladdin is really not a true ex-Muslim. Maybe disguised. They're very cruel. Even the ex-Muslims and the Shias. Ask my heart. Ask my health. Like no medical checkup. Brothers don't care. Family members don't care about this. Father doesn't care. And maybe what the Awqaf, Shia Awqaf here is telling the Sheikh to do against me or about me as an apostate, female apostate, now Shia, former Shia, and talking like this. And ask me how cruel they are. But here's my mother's, like they can't, the prayers failed. I even spoke to a Kummi, a PhD, no, Pakistani, I think he was, Shia, who studied in Qom in Islamic studies, right? Shia, religious studies. He couldn't do anything. He couldn't cure me or anything. Really terrible for me. But who cares? But I care and I want to show that I care. Why am I? Because the lies here, as ex Muslims, that's why they're not really cooperating with me. They weren't cooperating, right? Not because they care or because of my safety or anything. Well, in this world. So why point fingers at American people are most very good. Most of them, mostly very few. If like you would say that there's something. Oh, so but we Shias just want to get married and have children and looking for our knights in armor and not really help the weak, the oppressed. Even like so non-Muslims, even Shias, like not really helping forming. They're not very good organized 12 Shias. So all we care about is our marriage, uh, prob- this getting married, whatever we studied. Okay, studies are important for some. Some it's not, but marriage is very important. So very, although the Shias show that they are good, Islam is peace and a mission of love, loving each other and all this, it's not true. Uh, there's no love when there's no care, so negligence is there and prayers not working. My mother called a Sayyid Jafar in Karachi about her sister who got possessed in my room. Um, it didn't work. He gave how many times? 70 times. He told my mother over the phone. Uh, so we had to call. She had to call her aunt who was nearby, living nearby, at 3 o'clock in the morning. And then her aunt also got, my grandaunt got tired of this because the jinns kept coming back after 70 times Surah Fatiha in Arabic and then in our language, like Urdu. So we couldn't recite it in Sindhi Khoja, so it has to be in Urdu, right? In our language, Sindhi Khoja. So there's, however, okay, they're just okay people, like in their community. I like to stay away from my community people and all this Shia community. So uh, when, not because I loved a Catholic Christian, but I liked being with the Catholic Christians, more joyful, high spirited, being depressed with the Shias. And it's Sunni Muslims and all this. Muslims. Sorry, I'm just telling the truth about myself. This is how I felt. So, uh, it didn't feel right. So I retreated from this, these majlises and all. Even then, I stopped even, and when I was in college, I stopped going in the afternoon um, to our majlises, ladies' majlis in the afternoon during Muharram and all this, like going for Bibi Sakina, uh, Safar, 13 Safar, or going to Ali Asghar's majlis, ladies' majlis in our Imam Barga in Karachi. I stopped all that. So I can't remember what made me, like, it didn't have the passion anymore, didn't have the thing to really go there. But then sometimes you're like this weakness or something in me. Like you can't let go of your religion somehow, even though there are doubts and you've got. So I question, and I couldn't stop playing music, like sad music, and missing my teacher. So although I had this dream about Imam Zain al Abidin, that I'm wearing red, and when I was 14 or 13, but later on when I was in St. Michael's, I started to listen to songs, sad songs, missing my teacher, even on the 11th, after going on the 10th of Muharram, Ashura day after that, and after the night, 12th Muharram, started listening to songs, the sad songs, watching the videos of my teacher on my birthday, and I had and I was playing the song like I had the volume on slightly on 12th Muharram and all this. But I was kind of scared that, oh my God, I hope that Imam Zainul Abidin doesn't come in my dream again and he doesn't feel, offended that I'm listening to songs now. It's only the 11th, 12th of Muharram. Started to listen to songs, sad songs. So this, and I couldn't get that. Later on, oh yeah, so I wouldn't be going to Bibi Sakina's Tabat because my friend also got married and went away. And also the feeling when God gave me this miracle, I thought a grace to keep away from, um, to keep away from my teacher. I started to, whatever, the sound is really terrible. Anyways, I'm recording it for myself. So I started this to help the Muslims, but I don't think I have it in me. Uh, the Shias totally not, they don't care at all about the truth. And the more they have lied, the more it makes me very, very disturbed how they have changed it. And then these Shias, you see, the ones in Pakistan, they don't care about those people, Iranian people. But the Iranian people should stop burning the mosques and all this, right? But I don't know. I can't see if I can say this or not because I could have gotten up and maybe joined a very aggressive stance against the Shias as an ex-Muslim. So I wanted to put here, but due to my with respect to my father's country, it's not my country because I'm an apostate and I also say things against Islam, right? So can't call it my country. I shouldn't be calling it. It's not my place here to call it because not only am I an apostate, but I'm doing this. So this would put me in blasphemy because me how they would treat me as an excommunicate me or things like that, cruelty, and they call this for the sake of truth, right? So if you're with the truth, then you would be a good person morally. All this. Well, now let's see with this demon. What do you want to like the way my tone and all this? Yeah, so they're changing my expression and my tone, and I would look like a devil, very hard person. But my aunt also told me one time, because I think this evil on us, sorcerer, was doing it on my aunt too, my mother's sister. So she told me when I looked in the mirror, I was like, I look so hard-hearted, and cruel. Whereas inside, I'm like, what is the miskeen? Right inside, we're like wounded, miskeen, but we look very hard-hearted. And I was like, yeah, even I felt that way. But that was during Mr. Sauce time when I was younger. And so this, oh yeah, so I stopped going there because you see, to the majlises, Shia majlises in year 1990 because I got more close to Bibi Mariam. And the thing about Muharram and Safar months and the majlises, it was like too much. Like, then the memory, even though I left, the feeling left me and I was feeling empty and light. But whenever I'd go to the majlis, and it would remind me of the times, it would still, it wouldn't remind me like I wouldn't miss Mistisa, but that feeling of no peace and would come back. So I didn't like to. I retreated much. Then then the Bosnian War happened, and I got close to a Bastaki Sunni. So coincidentally, I became very close to Bibi Mariam, Jesus Christ's mother. And then I bought a Life magazine which had a Mojugere, Our Lady of Mojugere's picture on it. And I kept it on my door. I stuck it on my door inside. So, but there are Shias who are, sorry, they're just very negligent and, you know, even the ex-Muslim Shias. Like apostate Laila, she didn't cooperate much here. So I suspected her to be. See if they'll allow me to talk properly. Or that, so from childhood, like my grandmother put something in me or what, that I was abusing her and then I would be punished. So, that effect on me. That it's not me. I know they set this up, provoked me to abuse them. My grandmother and her sister, oh, sorry, her daughter, youngest daughter, the sister, youngest sister of my father. And when my father wasn't around in the daytime, that my mother then would punish me. Yes, I don't want to talk. I don't want to behave myself like Shias and Alims and all do. And it's not in the look. So I mean, however, these narcissistic survivors and all, they say, these are the signs. Maybe the signs would betray you. Some people might look hard, but they're not really hard. Face reading could be wrong, and even the tone, like, no, I don't want to talk like this. So don't talk like this. So here now I look earlier, and so the thing is that, see, don't go on the face and don't go on the tone. So how much zulm the Shia and Prophet Muhammad and Ahlul Bayt did, and how they covered it up, showing that Islam is a religion of peace. And so no one would talk about this, and I would be the bad person to talk about this. Oh my God. Look how they didn't cooperate. Uh, hmm. So people like apostate Lela, of course, you may have your sympathies, want to help her out. See that she didn't really help me out, right? Or the ones in her condition, or like what happened to her. And I was just saying, like her channel also, she didn't cooperate with me. And I could see that apostate Aladdin reached apostate Laila's channel. I love it and this and that. And she just doing it for a what? So, you can sympathize with her. She has a good way of talking and telling her story, life story. Make you want to. I look more hard and harsh and sound also like that, right? So, yes. But evil the world is full of, not only American government or superpower or the whatever the superpower did for oil in Iraq, these Americans, whatever the British did, colonialism, 100 years they ruled the world and the sun would not set on the British Empire, they say. So this, okay, should not be going in this. What the ex-Muslims have done. So I'm a little like sick alone. So how much I could do alone, I did alone. Ex-Muslims could be Shias, but they say that, like, have they no shame? Have they no shame? Like, and the research is, thank God I went in detail on this. Like, have they no shame? Like, or even not, forget the shame, like, not being able to make out that this religion, I could for a few ayats and all make out. And this religion is of peace and never aggressive words, but no assault. I mean, how could you? So, of course, Allah is not going to say in a direct manner. This Allah doesn't want to say in a direct manner that fight them, but He said in a direct manner, don't fight them. And then there's a contradiction that you don't want to see. Even the Shias don't want to see this. So, oh God. And then they say, oh, so only Imam Ali, under Imam Ali, yeah. I think as a Shia, I was told only, I didn't understand this properly, maybe as a Shia. Only under an Imam, so we're waiting for Imam Mahdi. Before that, the Sunni extremists or some Muslim extremists, sorry, can do what they did to the Imam Barga and to the Shias, bomb blasts and all this, killing, unlivening and all. But at the time of Imam Hassan, then, shouldn't Imam Hassan have taken a forceful stance, action against Muawiyah rather than make peace with Muawiyah, right? Because the thing is that the deterioration, the false Islam was like Muawiyah became the false Islam was Muawiyah represented the false Islam, not the true Islam. Imam Hassan, so to stop Muawiyah like the hypocrite also, and that it would cause deterioration, degradation of human beings and deterioration of morals and all this, like Akamadebuya said. So this force should have been used against Muawiyah by Imam Hassan rather than make a peace treaty with him. And also, a forceful stance should have taken action, should have taken by Imam Hussein against Yazid. Not that he sits there in Medina and says that Yazid wanted my uh, allegiance to him and I could not give allegiance just because he wanted the allegiance, Imam Hassan, from Imam Hussein. That's why Imam Hussein had to go. But Imam Hussein, but he's not supposed to go like that. He's supposed to take the initiative against Yazid, to fight Yazid, or if it has to come to that, to stop him, force used against Yazid, the self-made caliph of Islam, or by his father, hereditary. According to Al-Qamadipuya's tafsir, I'm talking about that, on Surah 2, ayat 190. Let me just check again. Oh, uh, if who's stopping me from throwing up? Ooh, not used to these lies. So I started this, but every time I feel very strongly against lies. Who is this? Sorry, I don't have your comment is gone. So, no, this. Hello, Doctor. Who's this? Other doctor. Sorry, hello, hello. Adarsh? Sorry, it didn't. Adarsh. Oh, okay. Welcome. So, okay, Adarsh. Uh, So no Muslim, ex-Muslim. I'm from India. Okay, Sunni ex-Muslim, right? No, I'm talking about no. So on these fake ex-Muslims on YouTube and the Shia, cruel Shias. I don't trust anyone on YouTube, only myself. Sorry, yeah, I have to be like this. I suspect people coming here and lying, and the ones who are not. I have been here for a long time, Dr. Adarsh. And now what brings you here? Oh God, who did you listen? Where are you? I'm from Pakistan. I'm from Pakistan. Yeah, what else do you want to know? Please don't. So why do you want to ask me that? Please get to the point, right? No, no, Dr. Adarsh, why are you? I'm a Shia. Can you prove? Can you, as a Sunni ex-Muslim, prove that Shia Islam is false? I challenge you here. Come back. Come to Shia Islam. No, I'm not an ex-Muslim. You cannot prove, brother, that Islam is a false religion. Can I show you? From Shia. Oh, yes. What can you prove? You see, you have Sunni Muslims have ridiculous hadiths on Prophet Muhammad and all this marrying Aisha at Nikah at 6, what? Sorry, consummation, child. We don't have these kind of things. Shia. We don't even say that the Prophet frowned. It wasn't the Prophet who frowned. In Surah Abasa, you don't believe any religion, but you have, why? You need to give proof. You need to give proof. Oh, are you here to mock me? Mock my religion? Shia Islam? Have you even read? Have you gone through Shia Islam? You just don't. It doesn't mean that, oh, I don't believe in any religion, so, but it doesn't. Oh, so that's why you left it, because you don't believe in a religion. No, I can't talk in Urdu or in Hindi like that. The way you want me to talk in Urdu and Hindi. Uh, Stupid nonsense. Are you up to your nonsense here with me? Indian. Zalmi, who are you? Who sent you here? Now what nonsense is this? Oh, so you are a Indian. Please leave. What nonsense is this? Which religion will, which Shia or Sunni will accept that you just don't believe in a religion? You have to prove the religion false. What nonsense is this coming from India, from the Hindus and these ex-Muslims? What ridiculous absurdity is this? No, please go. I don't want to talk to Eastern men and all this nonsense. What are you after now here? No, you're not. Stop lying. But I asked you, why are you an ex-Muslim, and you're saying You don't believe it. It doesn't go on what you believe in or what you don't believe in. You should provide evidence. Absurdity. Your mother is not feeling bad about you leaving Islam. What? What do you think? People find it so hard to leave Islam. Yesterday, Mudassar came. Mudassar, you know, you're ex-Muslim. You go there. Go to Mudassar. Go to Male who speak in Urdu. Because you people are ridiculous. You're mocking ex-Muslims. You Shia nonsense, cruel person. Should I be like, enough is enough with you cruel people, liars. Enough is enough, Shia. Cruel Shia. Okay, I'm going to ban you from here. You stop saying bad things about me, right? I asked you why you have left religion just because you don't. तुम्हारे मुद्दसर की माँ रोने लगी, and so hard for him to have left Islam. They blame it on these ex-Muslims. तो पॉलिटिक्स की माँ नहीं रोने लगी. Pagan Arab Najis माएँ नहीं रोने लगी when Allah said they are najas. We call it in our Khoja Sindhi najas. Impure. क्या उनके बारे में आपको दर्द नहीं होता? जिन्होंने they were immoral, clapping and laughing. Is that immoral? Clapping and laughing. Oh, so when Ali danced, hopping and said hopped, dancing, when Prophet Muhammad set him free, that's, excuse me, but in front of the Kaaba, don't clap and laugh or whistle. What is this? Whistling. It depends on the niyat, right? Clapping. And this comes from the Quran against them. But okay, if clapping, you're clapping, whistling. Okay, so you're whistling, but it's the niyat. It's respectfully done to worship their gods. So whistling must have some meaning. Whistling, some good, positive whistle. Since God has created whistle, God has created many bad things. Then whistle sound has a good meaning. Good meaning, effect, positive effect. Searching out like this. Everything they did was negative for Allah. This Allah, very positive. I think it has a very positive meaning. It has a meaning, deep meaning to it. Whistle sound effect. I mean, no, whistle sound, whistling. Our God, Allah didn't wake up, didn't get up and help us. The prayers, I don't know where my mother's prayers went, my aunt's prayers, and my prayers. He was sleeping, maybe he was busy. My father said he was busy. I didn't even think like that until my father said that this Allah is busy. He's got a long line, that's why he's not listening to your prayers. Okay, ex-Muslim, Adarsh, you are banned from here. Don't you dare even come here. And please unsubscribe. I don't want any vulgar Eastern men coming here. I don't want any Eastern men. I don't trust you ex-Muslims from India, Pakistan, or whether you are in Canada or America. So stop provoking me, you sick listening benefit. Stop your cruelty, you Indians, Indian Muslims. Stop your cruelty. You know that I've said that ex-Muslims are. Now you come here. Stop your, stop your effing cruelty. Shias and you ex-Muslims. Fake. Stress reduction. Whistling offers numerous physical and mental health benefits, including stress reduction, improved lung capacity, and not only breathing. So, some of these, Americans or whatever, they come here on YouTube, breathing, right? But perhaps you'd want to go to Shia Islam, become Shia Muslims. It acts as a form of deep breathing that calms the nervous system, stimulates the vagus nerve, and aids in focusing the mind. EI overview on this. Get out of here, you YouTubers, fake Muslims, you Shia, cruel Shias. I will ban you. You come here and you ask me, apostate Aladdin is Shia. Go and see check his channel. Nothing on Irani people. No human rights. Of course, he may not be a human rights person, but he may have called these Muslims to come and said civilized. I think it's the Muslims he knows. So he wants to give a good name to these Muslims. Apostate Aladdin. Muslims ask me anything, Saloni. Nonsense. What wicked nonsense is this? These fake ex-Muslims, Sunni. They're not Sunni. They're Shias. See, he couldn't answer me. I tested this guy. But what would you Americans or Westerners know? What am I showing? Who cares? I have to do my own. Just because I don't believe in religions. You see, that's how they evade you. These Shias, they come here making life difficult. इतने क्रूल हैं ये तैमूर टाइप अच्छा ये ऐसा क्रूल अच्छा ये सुन्नियों को बैड नेम देना चाहते हैं सुन्नी इस्लाम को जस्ट बिकॉज इसका चैनल देखो वेयर आर यू फ्रॉम सिख क्रूल शिया I don't believe in religion ऐसे कर such cunning Shia thieves बड़े तेज हैं Shias हमने अली के फॉलोअर्स बड़े तेज होते तुम्हारे शिया रिलीजन का मैंने ऐसी की तैसी ऐसा खरबूजा निकाला मैंने इसका। क्या बोलते हैं वो हमारी अभी ये शिया जो है ना, ये तुम्हारा प्रॉफिट, तुम्हारा अली भी ऐसा मुद्दा कर रहा। अभी फातिमा ज़हरा गई नहीं, चली गई, चली गई। उसके बाद उमर को बुलाए, और उमर को बोला, किसको बोला कि हम तुम्हारी बहन के साथ सोया था। Like Imam says that without a night without a woman is a terrible night, hellish night, right? For the married men. What is Imam? So, oh Ali, Umar asked him. That's what my cousin said. I go, oh Ali, you went a night without a woman, sleeping with without a woman. He said, no, no, I slept with your sister at Mutta or something. Ali having Mutta with Umar's sister. Ali having Mutta. Ali having Mutta. But Umar, was it Umar bin Khattab? Khattab's sister. और ये शिया कैसे like बेवकूफ़ी, vulgar, based on provided. There's no evidence that Ali, that God knows where my cousin got this from, with the sister of Umar. Acha. Umar's sister is identified as Fatima bint al-Khattab, who was married to Sayyid ibn, oh, she was married. Some sources mention that Imam Ali married Asma bint Umays, who was the widow of Abu Bakr, not the sister, oh, not the sister of Umar. Marriage of Kulthum to Umar bin Khattab. This is what the Shias don't want you to know, or they say this is false. Yeah. Okay, let's see who Mutta temporary. After Fatima, after who did Imam Ali sleep with? After Fatima's death. Who did Imam Ali? What kind of religion was I born in? Who did Imam Ali sleep with, have mutta with? I know he married Hazrat Abbas's mother. What's her name? I've forgotten so quickly. What's her name? I don't know. I forgot. So Ali slept with Imam Ali. So they'll give Imam Ali had mutta with historical records show conflicting narrations regarding Imam Ali and Mutta temporary marriage. By some Sunni, no, who did bandit? Who did Imam Ali have Mutta with? As Mutta with? Which woman? Which girl? Which girls did Imam Ali have Mutta? Otherwise, indicating that Imam Ali engaged in mutta with any woman. No record. No credible record, including Sahih al-Bukhari. There's no record. Maybe the Shias have the record. Imam Ali and mutta. Did the Prophet or Imams do mutta marriage? Many of the Imams had many wives and concubines, and they didn't need to do mutta. Haven't been concubines. It's not mutta. Okay, you can have did Imam Ali have concubines then? After that was Reddit. Um, did Imam Ali have concubines? Yes, based on historical practices and records, Imam Ali, like men of his time, had slave concubines, Walad, in addition to his wives. This was in accordance with the social customs and yes, of course, of the permission of the 17th century Arabia. When it comes to this, they say in custom with the seven, not Allah. Oh, so because it was in the pagan, you see, this is how the Shias, also this dirty practice of the pagans, right? In concubines came, they, they practiced this. The Shia Imam, Prophet, oh my God, this is terrible. Oh my God. Yes, based on historical practices and records. What historical? Like 17th century, 7th century Arabia was in accordance with the social customs and religious permissions. Okay. Some of the children are born to these women who were often granted a special status after bearing a child alone, after the child. What is concu? Oh my God. Concubinage was permitted in Islam, and also of prostitution was permitted, but they won't. But I wouldn't say that AI would give that about Islam. Sorry, all right, 33. Reddit. Historical records indicate he had 9 wives and what? Several. मोमिनो है तेरे करार का मातम कर लो कुरान. God has no feelings for the women's emotions, no respect for their. So husband can. My goodness, I'm currently reading a book by Philip Hitti about Arabs. Surprisingly, he didn't mention anything disrespectful, or I didn't notice, about Islam, other than that Aisha was so young when she married the Prophet, and that she brought her toys with her. He also mentions that Aisha hated Ali when he became a caliph. So it's this feeling. Okay, yeah. I hear about this. Ali, all my life I never knew Ali had a wife other than Fatima. Oh God. Ummul Banin. He didn't know that Ali had a wife after Fatima. You're not supposed to in Islam, if you're married, sleep one night without her. Having a woman in bed with you. So Reddit is Imam Jafar. Who said Imam Muhammad Bakr or Imam Jafar Sadiq? Sleeping a night without a wife. A night without a concubine or without a wife or without a night without a wife. Without a wife. Let her bosoms be full breasted. She'd be beautiful. And a night without a wife is inherently sinful. What? A night without a wife is inherently sinful? It's which? What are you saying, AI? Oh, there is no specific hadith attributed to Imam Jafar Sadiq that says a night without a wife is inherently, I didn't say sinful, but sinful or prohibited in the way that phrase is often queried. However, the provided materials do mention the importance of marital intimacy and the rights of a wife. A night without a wife, a bed without a wife. Something like this. Women should, a bed without a wife, or married, bed without a wife, bed without a wife. AI, Imam Jafar, Imam 30 days without a wife. 30 days without a wife. Haram, haram. No, it's not haram, but based on provided search results. Oh, 30 days without. No, there's no. God knows where these alims are getting from. Mentioned a man who contracted a mutta marriage for 1 month with a woman who did not fulfill her. Imam Jafar, I think it was just adjusting her dowry. Yeah, be good. Okay, they're saying some great things about Imam Jafar Sadiq. No, not a night without a wife or a bed without a woman. If a man goes, how to search this? Let me look bad, right? You Shias. What did the Shia religious scholars, what is their thing on? Sleeping without a woman. Sleeping without a woman. Shia Sam. Is it makruh? Sleeping without wearing clothes. It is allowed for a Muslim man or woman to sleep naked if she. No, sleeping. Get this. AI overview of this other website. islamweb.net. What has Google search? What has happened to Google search? Undesirable makruh to sleep alone. According to reliable traditions, they want to give Shia some teaching. There. According to reliable traditions, it is considered detestable, makruh, for a man to sleep alone in an empty house. This is often interpreted as a warning against loneliness or fear with the safety considerations. How nicely they put it. Huh? You're on Google search, AI has put it. AI, Muslim AI, what? Have you become a Muslim AI? Is sleeping no, it's sleeping without a woman allowed. No, it take you to masturbation, leaving masturbation and janabat and sleep. It's no, I'm just kidding you. When you tell the truth, no one believes you. Not even the Shias proclaim who no, who say that truth is so important. Haq Ali haq ke saath hai aur haq Ali ke saath hai. Truth is so important. Allah, the oppressed, the oppressed. Imam Hussein, oppressed. Lord Sakina, 3-year-old, oppressed. Allah, Sayyid को कुछ नहीं कहो ज़ारा. Respect Sayyid. Hmm? Sleeping without a woman, for God's sakes. Yeah, is becoming Shia pro. Pro Shia. Look at this. Shia. That's why I suspect these Indian Shia Muslims. Cruel. You want to give Sunni Islam a bad name in India? No? I have to stay on YouTube. So many Indian Shia Muslims, ex-Muslims, Sunni ex-Muslims. I'm not going to allow this. I'm going to fight this. The worst kind of lie is that you make an oppressor the oppressed, and the oppressed the oppressor, like the imams and your holy prophet did. Yes. But these politics were, I looked in the Quran and then I was like, maybe it's for the politics. And then wait, we are waiting, or be patient. One day God will bring out the truth. Shame on you, shame on you, Shias. Shame on you, Shias. How cruel can you be? So look, ask me, ask my heart, right? They wouldn't allow me to love, pure and chaste. My teacher, because she's Christian. Even my grandmother said, why do you love a Christian? Oh my God. shall I tell you about a lady who used to come to me, went to another Shia. Maybe if I don't take names. And the lady, Shia lady there, told her not to tell her mother that she's a Christian. Otherwise, her mother, the olden Shias, they wouldn't even allow Christians to touch them. But she was like, the Christian lady was like, why? Because my mother would not allow you to touch her, like do threading or something like that. Shia against Christian touch. Woman threading her eyebrows. Can you believe that? Yeah, I can believe it, of course. It's not surprising. Should I be surprised? But now oh, shame on these Shias that they can't even see. Blind are the eyes, they say. Allah says blind, deaf, and dumb, right? Calls these disbelievers. But you see how the story, how this whole narration, how this whole Islamic history has turned around. And it wouldn't be surprising that the Shia Awqaf here, Sayyid Shias, soon on apostate females, when they've shown you evidence, you would enjoy that my brothers, my father, Shia, right, is zulm on me because I'm an apostate. That oppression, that oppression is justice for you against me. Then why complain about the oppression against you? But I have proven it. I've proven it that this Islam is a false religion. Through your tafsirs also I've proven the contradictions in your tafsir. And if that is not enough for you, then sorry, blind are the eyes. No, it wasn't Prophet Muhammad that they were doing Salman. They were resisting. Even the Yathrib Jews didn't want to become those Jews that didn't want to become Muslims, were forced to become Muslims. Surah 4 ayat 47. Oppression with right. Quran strictly firmly for justice. I should put these ayats in notes, in my notes. But because I'm not on the point, oh, you have believed in that oppression, right in the cause of Allah, only against those who wage war against you, but do not exceed limits. Even AI Google search can't find the ayat that I'm looking for. No. Translation for oppression by right. By right. See, because contradict they can. Even AI must be shocked. Do not oppress a person except by right. Do not oppress. Do not oppress. Except by right. Brahma. And another. Do not take life. Race. Ram. Let's see if that's sensory. Rape. Yeah, I can't find it. Okay. Let me just. Right. Now I'll have to check all the. But they've given me this. You see this. What is the word in Quran? Oppression, oppression. What's that? Do not think that Allah is an oppression and not oppress. Quran ayat. Got right. So this I don't think you can get this. Google search. Go on Bing. Against believers. As of believers. Oh, Actually, these fake ex-Muslims are better. That's why Adam Seeker, all the Indians, you should go to Adam Seeker. You will leave, you will think Sunni Islam is so terrible, not Shia Islam at all. So go to Adam Seeker, go to Sahel. If you're Eastern, Sahel is no more on YouTube. Surya Sahel Sahel is no more. Sahel ex-Muslim is no more. Indeed, the Muslim believing um, do not annoy Allah's verse. Do not annoy a believing, a believer. Quran. Surah Azab 53. Oh, it is. Oh, you who believe, do not enter. What thing? Allah and the Messenger curses. Allah and Messenger curse. Curse. Allah's curses on those who annoy the Messenger. There's a 7. I'm going to find it like this. Surah 33, ayat 57. Why do Muslims want to hide the truth against Islam? Yeah, Islam also. That's why you don't want anyone to show. That's why you're blaspheming apostates, killed apostates. You are such cruel people. You don't want. And then you say that those enemies of the Holy Prophet and Ahlul Bayt. Ah, then allow. Maybe we're raising a voice against injustice, against an unjust religion, against a false religion, against a false prophet. Indeed, those who abuse Allah and His Messenger, Allah has cursed them. In this world and the hereafter, prepared for them a humiliating punishment. And indeed, those who abuse Allah and His Messenger, and those who harm men and believing women for other than what they have earned, have certainly, this is harmed. Uh-huh. Other than what they have earned. Here it's this oppression without right. False accusations, right? Right. So are we, no, I'm the only ex-Muslim here. Shia also ex-Muslim, true ex-Muslim. This is one of a kind. اكتسبوا بهتانا بهتانا. So what have they done? Put off the Bluetooth here. They don't control my दुश्मन पड़े हैं इर्द गिर्द यहाँ। Yeah, even the internet. It क्या है मेरे इंटरनेट पे ठीक है पाकिस्तानी आते हैं ना हम लोग इंस्टॉल करने इंटरनेट but still cowards. See, if there was any truth in like the Muslims would come, Shias would come. See, none of them. They don't cooperate. They don't come. This is a world of injustice. World full of injustice, right? No, no. Don't ask me this question. Get out. Go. Get out of here. Are you for justice? Ask yourself this before you ask me if I'm rational. Using rationality. Your Allah used rationality to believe in a Burak? Where's the rationality of a Burak? Huh? Where's the rationality of the sun setting on murky waters? How rational is Allah? And of killing apostates because all apostates are unjust or insulting Islam, critically examining or saying things against on the evidence. How rational are you? Ask yourself this question of yours at this time is unjustifiable against me. So you're the kind of people who will put fuel in the fire. Without knowing, just for the momentary coming here and saying, are you rational? You don't have the right to ask me this right now, at this time, temporarily, just coming here out of the blues. Am I rational? When I was rational, who came? Which Shia came? Saklan Heather. What did he do? Huh? When I was rational, and the dishonesty I saw. Are you honest? First ask that. A rational person doesn't have to be honest. They say even speaking the truth at times is to, if it's to hurt someone, then you shouldn't speak that. Some say this. that even speaking the truth, like some people, the intention, meaning the intention of hurting a person by speaking the truth, that, oh God, today you look ugly. And then look at yourself. Maybe you're not beautiful, that you're one of you, because in your eyes, that person looks ugly, is disabled, or maybe not in God's eyes, maybe not in the divine cosmos's eyes, maybe not in the mother's eyes. What does rationality have to do with what I'm saying here? Ask if the Muslims have cooperated here with me when I have tried my best, being honest. Was Hazrat Musa rational when he got angry at Harun, delaying 10 days in the mountain or somewhere, gone for communion with Allah? Tell me your rationality, Muslims' rationality, where is it honest? Where is it? Where is honesty? Another Eastern man, or who is he? Another Indian. The reformist voice here. We talk about social issues, stress, public problems, everyday matters. So what do you wanna do here? Another Shia, maybe. Another Indian. What a low life you are. Disrespectful, dodgy. You don't ask these questions to me here at this time. You should have the prudence to ask the question when rational? No, no. Think what you want to think about me, you reformist. Are you really a reformist? Coming here, asking me such a question at this time. You should know I'm disturbed. How many years? No ex Muslim helping me. They've been Adam Seeker, they used to disrespect me. Nuria Khan used as a holy humanist. Do you even care for human beings, you Indians? Like you, reformist? Are you even telling the truth? Asking me such a irrational way. Do you have any etiquettes? Do you have any ethics? Do you have any understanding? If someone is mad, um, angry, hurt, are you going to ask them, do you have any, are you rational? When have you Shias been rational? When have the Shias? The topic is on the Shia. Who are the Shias? I suspect ex-Muslims who are Shias. Do you know of my experience with these ex-Muslims on YouTube? Without knowing all the background, you come here on my live stream and ask me if I'm rational. Go to your Hindus, KL, and who can keep the decorum in a cunning manner, and liars, lying. Go to Shias, who will give you a good picture of Islam, upheld the true Islam, justice, the truth about Islam, and the oppressed Hussein and the oppressed Al Bayt, right? Don't come here. What are you trying to? You're taunting me? You don't know how to put forth a question to someone who has problems with these ex-Muslims, suspecting. And, these cunning ex-Muslims, narcissist type, can't find that evidence, substantial evidence against narcissists. Which police is going to come against the narcissist? When I'm showing the ayats, right now I have a very difficult to prove that I suspect the ex-Muslims who are Shias. To prove this, give me some time, okay? I've been working today on live chat. Do you have an understanding heart or not? Reformist, Indian reformist. Doesn't seem like you have an understanding heart for anyone. Do you understand a person in grievance with their grievances? Do you understand online grievances, venting, ranting? No, you don't understand that. And this is not a justifiable question right now. You Shia, pro Shia, or Shia. तुम लोग तो पागल को भी नहीं छोड़ रहे हो तुम लोग शियास सकलैन हैदर की तरह तैमूर and Muhammad Jafar Muhammad and others तुम लोग तो सच्चे लोगों को भी नहीं छोड़ो शियास you won't even leave the truthful. I'm talking about the ex-Muslim Shias disguised as ex-Muslims on YouTube. I suspect. Please stay on the topic. ना टॉपिक पे रहते हो ना कुछ देखिए इसको अभी इसको या वापस आए देखें क्या बोलना चाहता है और क्या बकवास करना चाहता है इधर how do I go to the put user in timeout unhide user I come what is your problem Indian what is your problem this is not on you did I say anything about irrationality or rationality huh the question you're asking me what did I say against you Indians Hindus huh apart from that you could be helping the Shias So I've unbanned you. Yes. What kind of a question is that? Unjustifiable right now on this the topic I'm on. Or do you want to deflect? Do you want to so I could also suspect you to be a Shia? Distract me from my topic. You want to blame me like a narcissist gaslighter. It's a shame you don't have your real name here. That I can find you, maybe knock on your mother's door, your family door, house door, complain against you. How many Shias, Indian Shias, have oppressed the people in India, Hindus, duped them, deceived them into the narrative that they believe in about Islam, and the oppressed Hussein, fooled them, can't see themselves the truth. When I was showing them, it's been more than 4 years here on live streams. So it's not surprising that another Shia has come in disguise. You see, this is what these dirty Shias are doing with their lives. Still ongoing. This is what these dirty Shias are doing. And using Sanskrit and Hinduism, Hindu names, and India. This is what you dirty Shias are doing, liars. Disguised now. Shameless. Enough is enough, you cruel Shias. What does rationality? Are Shias any rational than what I'm showing them? They're not rational, they're irrational, their exegetes are irrational. The way they take the ayats, it's irrational. And those who turn the thing around, God doesn't want to show. Okay, God doesn't want to show directly, right? Through these direct ayats, like he says, do not fight them if they do not fight you. But then fitna is worse than, and then kill them if they are. But still, hold on to that main thing. I've shown many things now. Enough is enough. I don't have to repeat myself here. Grievances, my grievances. That's why these ex-Muslims, the way Adam Seeker behaved with me on Nuria Khan's live stream, that's why, you see, I suspect ex-Muslims to be Shias who are Shias. Even Arif Ajakia told me, like I'm after truth and justice also. I will come to maybe give me time. What do you think about the terrorism in Islam and all this that the Western people are talking about? It's a Western propaganda. And now I'm showing you the propaganda of the Shia holy prophet and the Imam. Propaganda. You know what propaganda is? I've read through the lines, through the ayats. अरे ज़ालिमों, कुछ तो शर्म करो, कुछ तो मर्सी रहम लाओ अपोस्टेट्स के लिए. शिया भी तुम लोग, bring some mercy, some kindness on apostates for apostates. अब शिया की तरह ये भी हिंदू हो गए, ना रहम रहा है। बस हुसैन के लिए मजलिस जाएंगे, किडनैप करेंगे, डॉटर के लिए रहम नहीं है, ना किसी इमोशंस, वुमेन की इमोशंस का ना अंडरस्टैंडिंग है, ना कुछ है, बस दूसरी शादी करनी है, मुत्ता करना है, ये करना है। मेरी वाइफ मेरे साथ नहीं आई सिंगापुर, मुत्ता, आलिम कह रहे मुत्ता करो, हराम। That's why I shouldn't be, unless I find out your real name. Shouldn't be doing this, but now that I've started, I'm not going to finish until I prove to the world about my ex-Muslim, true ex-Muslim. I'm a true ex-Muslim. I'm a true ex-Shia, and I truly found my religion. Sometimes rationality. What do you mean by this? Bringing rationality in? You Hindus have got me. No, Shia. This guy's pro-Shia or Shia. बाबा पूरे हिंद को तुम लोग वो करो, शिया करो, पूरे अमेरिका को शिया करो, to show the badness of radical Islam, right? False Islam. Christians को शिया करो, ऐसे छुपे छुपे Christians और Shias हो जाएंगे. Sometimes you need laughter on this. इमाम अली हक और oppressed के लिए बहुत करता था इमाम अली, हेल्प करता था. He used to help a lot the oppressed. You see, if you go to Ghalib Kamal, yeah, rationality, but how they dismiss feelings and all this of another and the belief in reincarnation, or for some reason believing in reincarnation because there's some evidence, although there's no evidence of transmigration of the soul, but there's in their soul, there's some evidence of memory in the mind or something locked up. And they have to be hypnotized, and there's a lot. So now, am I talking about Hinduism or what? That you have to come here, you Indian? So the whole world will become Shia evil in another way. I care. I'm not going to become Shia. ना रहम है ना कुछ है, बस अपनों पे रहम, दूसरों पे सितम. It's hard as it is. From the Quran I'm showing, and from what is left from this oppressive religion, terrorist religion. Allah is a terrorizer. And what are you Indian Shias going to do here to me, right? Maybe my father's friend. And do you know the building, Hindu owner? So do your zulm. I will do your zulm. Use a Hindu to do your zulm upon me. Rationality, evidence. You know how they evade, how they can act, how you can act and show that you are a rational being, reformist. Pretend. We'll know the evidence coming when it'll be too late. Justice. Do you see how you can evade and fool people? Pretend. Rationality in rape. Are you going to ask the judge who's doing a rape case, who's on a rape case? Huh? Ask the judge. Are you rational, judge? Oh, no, no. You know, this lawyer, you would hate this lawyer. Why is he being so emotional? Justice for all movie, movie scene. Oh, the lawyer's supposed to be rational, act rationally. Justice for all, final speech. Pro Shias. I should remember your channel. You should have had Imam Ali's picture there or his name. Who's the truth with? Ali, right? So rationality should be with Ali. And the rationality consistency, right? On one hand, Shia tafsir is this, on the other hand, multilingual Quran. Trying to gaslight me, Roshia? 3833. Uh, Ali is with Haq and Haq is with Ali. Where is that? Ali tells Amr. When Ali and Amr stood face to face, Amr said to Ali, by God, I do not like to put you to death, because your father was my friend, and I enjoyed many a feast at his dinner table. Ali replied, there could be no friendship between belief and disbelief. This is not a protector, awliya. There could be no friendship. Now, whatever you may call this friendship in Arabic, awliya or what? So by Allah, I'm here to kill you. But there are contradictions everywhere. So the reason why these ex-Muslims who have also, I suspect, and who have used this ex-Muslim or apostate word on YouTube, and they're disguised. The reason now, let me speak before asking me things that you want to know, which has nothing to do with my grievances here on this topic. It could be that the Shias used ex-Muslim, apostate Aladdin, apostate Layla, apostate also, and ex-Muslim also, the same, meaning the same in this, is to show that Sunni Islam is the false Islam. If there's one, no, come on, in Christianity also, priests doing things wrong, right? Some priests abusing. And so apostate Layla comes and says on uses YouTube, but you see, she doesn't cooperate with me here. No help. And then she's clever enough to dodge, like me. I was the earliest one person to find her, apart from the Indians who found her, maybe. And they said, one commented that we can't hear your voice. It's not loud enough, like the Indian said here to me. So this apostate Laila, what she does is, right, and she's like said, she's an ex-Muslim. And Shia has, what a Shia, ex-Muslim. I'm an ex-Muslim sharing my story unapologetically, but she knows she's clever enough to put atheists, a gathering for atheists. And she tells me when I comment on her channel, you need help, and I hope you have a lot of help, and maybe you should come to my channel and spread this. Can we do this? Or what else did I tell her? And she said, oh, I haven't really been thought about that, but against the Afghan women and Taliban, she wants to do more on that. But she didn't reply like this to me about the Afghan, but in another video of hers, she's put it like that. So she tried to dodge me, like I felt that. And another thing was that for the atheist gathering, like not for the ex-Muslims. Ex-Muslims don't have to be atheists. They can be spiritual. They can be like Hindus. They can be Buddhists. Now, one religious scholar made her leave her religion. She doesn't even talk about the thawing that Khomeini allowed in his green book. And I think even if I'm not mistaken, how many Shias, Shia religious scholars have allowed thawing of babies, slave girls, and all this. I think she's one of them. I don't know what her true intention is, but she's not a true ex-Muslim. He's still a Shia. Khomeini and Sistani on time. Sistani's office responds to his dying fatwa. Khomeini had same idea. This is shiachat.com. I can't go to shiachat.com. This is, anyways, this is how this is why I suspect now the other reason. It's going to take me time because I'm not well. I've been working since the moment I got up and had my breakfast. I didn't even finish my breakfast tea. I came online. And so you would be happy, Shias, to know that I feel bruised at my back. My shoulders feel bruised. Even though I'm leaning back, I have a back, uh, and what do you call it? Rest, resting my back. So I wondered, like, why would an apostate Layla, um, timing difference, this and that? Yes, you could have said that. But then she made this video, right? Gathering, live stream. She wants a live stream. So she was like, I think she's removed it. She removed that live stream. She was going to do live stream. Oh, no. An ex Muslim talks. No, no. The first atheist meetup, IRL. Oh, this one. It's the in the video. Just this video, ex-Muslim book haul. She's going to talk about this. She was herself, but look at this meetup, ex-Muslim, no, atheist meetup. Okay, so she wants atheist. She has time for atheist to do this. I thought she was going to do a live stream on this. My first atheist meetup, IRL, and the importance of building community after faith. He left behind ex-Muslims. Ex-Muslim book haul recommend reading for me. But see, no meetup for the ex-Muslims or apostates. Now this is after 7 months ago, 8 months ago. So I know what these clever dodgy dodging. They don't want to talk about it. So thank God I didn't go there because thank God she didn't have it for the ex-Muslims. Any help or any community get together, because I would have wasted my time. This is no one, no ex-Muslim would is doing this. It's easy to show from the Sunni hadiths and Sunni Islamic other Shia that the Shias don't take as authentic, or that the Shias say this from the enemies of Islam and the enemies of Prophet Muhammad, the hypocrites in Islam at the time of Prophet Muhammad also. That these hadiths against Prophet Muhammad have come. Easy to show. And radical Muslims say that Islam is, that they're showing that Islam is a religion of terror. So what's, I just have to keep that. Oh, shouldn't tell you people, you could take my weakness and blow it out of proportion, and then are you rational? Again, another Shia, I suspect, acting as an Indian reformist Hindu. So it's a evil world. Propaganda. People have gone and believed that Hussein was Mazlum, oppressed, so was the Holy Prophet, and that the polity exiled. Now that's a Quran ayat, but even those resisting this religion, Allah could put for this people. I couldn't trust in this Allah in the ayats that they were opposing Allah in a hostile, aggressive way, uh, uh, opposing Allah like Allah has put. But I was Allah's signs, ayats, in an aggressive, hostile way. They didn't have to do that. They could just resist this religion and they would be called the most unjust, and they abide the Muslims because Allah has called them the most unjust. And then what about Surah 4 ayat 47? So I looked into Surah 4 ayat 47. There's no compulsion in religion. Surah 2 ayat 256. But Surah 4 ayat 400, Surah 4 ayat 47, what is this? However, how the Shia imams have turned it around. So you see these ex-Muslims, I'm not able to say this properly, they're Shias, I suspect, strongly. Maybe apostate, maybe this Shia who, he didn't do this. She hasn't even given the name of him. In the beginning, I didn't see any name of this. Maybe she's hiding it so that she could take my attention to her, this thing. But of course, you couldn't stop me from, and God meant this. Oh, so, in life, against hypocrites, just, just exposing a hypocrite, it's very difficult to discern. Imam Ali also says there's a saying, it's very difficult to discern the deception of a human being. Very difficult. No Shia is going to do this. No ex-Muslim, Sunni ex-Muslim even, calling themselves Sunnis, cooperated with me here. And if they do recently, the one who's come, look at what Mudassir's channel has. Like, he's invited me to his channel. And he's like crying on his channel, like, it's very hard for me to leave Islam. It was very hard, and I was as if it wasn't, like, what could the subliminal message come? But imagine for the polytheists to leave their roots. Mother Teresa says when she was blamed for converting as a missionary, doing missionary work also, right? Converting. Mother Teresa was blamed. What did she say? Mother Teresa was blamed for converting Hindus and doing missionary work in a sneaky way, right? Yes, she faced AI says, thank God, okay, AI gives this. Mother but doesn't really for AI is for the pro Shia. Mother Teresa has faced accusations from Hindu, maybe AI over because the Shia websites are not that organized, and AI finds it hard to. The saying of Imam Jafar Sadiq or Imam Muhammad. Oh, maybe it's in the Mutta. One article, yeah. Why? Why Mutta? Ah, in the Shia website. I should check that. Mother Teresa says AI overview faced accusations from Hindu nationalist groups in India, particularly the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, RSS, alleging that her charity work had a hidden agenda convert poor hidden agenda in quotation marks. So, what is your Shia's hidden agenda as ex-Muslims, Sunni ex-Muslims? Convert to show, right? So, this is what I felt the Shias were doing online as copying me, apostate Layla, apostate Aladdin. When I was on, he came, the first time he came, I found him on YouTube, was on apostate, on Abdullah Samir's channel. Abdullah Gondal was there, right? I was already on YouTube, challenging on Facebook, like on Surah Nur Ayat and all this, the Shias, that prostitution is allowed in Islam. Surah Nur Ayat 33. So even apostate Aladdin, I thought maybe the Arabs were after me. Oh, and my enemy, who wants, so my enemy doesn't want me to get along with anyone. Also, that, right? My case. So, unpun or something I'd say against Abdullah Samir, something might happen like that. It has nothing to do with rationality, though. It has everything to do with the other matters, what the enemy wants. And I'm sure you have black magic like we do. Shias, Muslims, safely reading the Quran ayats, they say, back to front. Great, great black magic done for that. So, very difficult to prove a murder, rape case. Haven't you seen your movies on rape case like Insaf Ka Tarazu? Maybe you're born much after me that year. The movie came out, Indian movie, Insaf Ka Tarazu, like lipstick. So, are you going to tell this lady in lipstick who shot the rapist, do you have rationality? Ask if there is law and order, justice can do justice, or if justice is delayed. Has justice been delayed for you? Has anyone, have these ex-Muslims done any harm to you? Have Shias not done justice to you? Have they not cooperated with you here when you've asked them to cooperate? ऐसे ही आके बस शिया अभी देखें क्या dirty way में आते हैं. Look at the dirty way they come, these Shias. And who they send now? You know, in the name Sanskrit, Indian, Hindus. No Indian Hindus allowed here or Shias allowed. Dirty Shias are not allowed here. Dirty meaning using dirty, filthy. Ask what the Shias have done to me. Are you rational? Ask what these ex Muslims have done. Remain on the topic and on the topic I'm on. Are you just? Are you fair? Ask yourself this before asking me, am I rational? Ask how much evidence could I provide here that these ex Muslims are Shias in disguise as ex Muslims, Sunni ex Muslims? How much? Should I think you shouldn't even ask that because, of course, I can't. What about instincts? What about intuitions? What about what do you call that? Guesswork. You know, like what's that word in law? So it is for if there's lack of evidence, you can use another way. A substantial evidence is not there. What other way to infer? Inference, inference, and your experience over the years with with these ex-Muslims. इतने जालिम हैं आई तबाह सुबह से मैं लगी हूँ इस पे काम कर रही हूँ working on this such cruel Shias more I will think you are the cruelest Allah will cast terror into the hearts of the disbelievers. Why? Because they have cast terror. Allah will cast Shia. I'm not asking the Shias. Forget the Shias. Allah, very cruel people. For me, ask my heart. Allah will cast terror. Ask my John, my body right now. Into how many years? How they send Hindus, Saklen Heather, soft killer. How they made my brothers go stop helping me going against them. And they would, even if the enemy has done it, another Shia doing black magic on us. But the thing is that recently you would rejoice. No family, Shia family here can help me, and I wouldn't even shouldn't reach out. I was thinking of reaching out to a family member. I sent her a WhatsApp and then I removed it. Yeah, it's Surah Anfal ayat 12. It's revealed in the context of the Battle of Badr. What? AI has given just Surah. Actually, my notes are in this. Allah, too bad for you. Too good for you, Shias, right? Allah will cast terror into the hearts of the disbelievers. Oh, clever. Oh, God. And what dexterity, what skill. Through what skill, Quran? Surah 3, Ayat 151. Quran corpus will cast terror into the hearts of those who disbelieve because they set up with Allah that for which He has sent down no authority. Not Surah Anfal. Thank you, AI or AI overview. Only Surah Anfal AI. Huh? Only. So AI overview has become pro, maybe bought by the Shia group, rich Shia around the world. Uh, when Muharram comes, then we don't have to really cook in the house. The niyaz we get after Majlis, 7th of Muharram, 8th Muharram, starting from 7th, 8th or Muharram. So, yeah, very generous Shias, huh? During Muharram. We will cast terror into the hearts of those who disbelieve for what? For what they associated with Allah, which He had not sent down authority. Don't let, you know, my me bleed further by reading your tafsirs, Shias, on this ayat. For justice and for properly interpreting, correctly interpreting the Quran ayats, or cleverly following Imam Ali. You have seemingly contradictory ayats and then going to the context of the context to the context of the area, the time, this, that. No. So so these ex-Muslims that I suspect being Shias, fake ex-Muslims. Although, of course, the whole of India, mostly Indian Hindus are helping the Shias. The Westerners, even the Jews could be helping the Shias, not radical Muslims. But of course, not Hamas and all this. Um, wouldn't be talking against Shias. Jews this way, like not talking against Shia Islam, right? I'm here for the truth. And where from the beginning Allah, this is a terrorizing Allah, and where from the beginning unjustified, and falsehood changed, of truth changed, distorted, twisted, and turned around to fit the purpose of Islam, the purpose of this false religion. Allah is so good, so peaceful. Religion, Islam, this are Islam, oppressed, those were the oppressed. No, the polities who resisted Islam, who wanted to worship their idols, they must have been oppressed. They were the oppressed. That's what I'm trying to show. The possibility of their being oppressed from the very beginning of Islam, like Abraham started to object against, and Abraham and his followers against idol worshippers and broke their gods even. And then Allah says in in the Quran ayah, do not revile to the Muslim believers, do not revile their God, whom they call upon, lest they revile the true God unknowingly. Unknowingly, like they are so ignorant that they don't even know if there's a true God. Ah, one true God. Who would take this? So, but if you are, no, you would take it, right? Because you're brainwashed. So, you go and take it. However, emotional, when you cry for the oppressed so much, right? Hussein being the most oppressed, and even um, what was it? Who came in my dream? Her voice came in my dream. I was in the Imam Barga, my Imam Barga. My mother's relative, like our caretakers for that. So in my dream, it was Banin, I think. She says, I don't cry for my son. Because she said, I don't cry for I only cry for Imam Hussein, not my son, meaning Hazrat Abbas, right? Maybe she said that. So I thought, oh, this is Banin in my dream. See, so this is what I feel now Shaitan has made you do, thinking that Hussein was the most oppressed, and only for Hussein you could kill an apostate, give death penalty. You can do zulm on her while she's a woman or a girl who is an apostate, confined, confine her to her house, maybe not put her in prison, but do some show some tight force, like some zulm on her. Yeah, and think that you're doing the right thing for the truth, true religion. While you profit, so many things, like so many. But if the Shias are using these Hindus and all, distracting me also, so thank God I didn't go to apostate Leila, and I didn't. Thank God she didn't even put the community for apostates, but atheists only. And since I'm not an atheist, can't go there. She knows. She's come on my that. She's asked me. Maybe she's also asked me, like, no, I can't define myself. I can't say I'm an agnostic. I can't say. Maybe I said I'm a spirit. Yeah, kind of spiritual. I can say. So I can suspect even the other ex-Muslims like Abdullah Samir and apostate prophet even, and that they're all for. Okay, maybe they don't want to be Shia Muslims, but pro Shia, yes. Even David Wood said that, um, he has like what he said verbatim, I don't remember, but that he likes Shias. He doesn't mind Shias. Shia Islam also, that means. So I'm doing this entirely, no, I'm doing this for Haqq. That this Allah, not only the radical Muslims made it like this, but you can, of course, change it, like the Shias changed it, the Imams changed the ayats, way of taking, interpreting in context, and these direct ayats. Just take it like that, and not look through the other ayats where there might be a slight contradiction, where it does get violent, doesn't it? Allah gets violent against these in Surah 4, ayat 47. People who have been given the scripture, when he says there's no compulsion in religion in Surah Baqarah, Surah 2, 256. Mm, can't see that. Your interpretations, your defense for Prophet Muhammad in Surah Tahrim, of how Akka Medipuya just said, this part is implied that the right course should be taken, and it didn't go in detail like the Sunni exegetes have gone in detail on Surah 33 at 37. You haven't even considered that Zainab was forced to marry and that the marriage didn't work out. Shouldn't the marriage have worked out? And yet we say in our marriages that by the blessings of Rasulullah, Allah and Rasulullah, Salli ala Muhammad, right? We Salwat bar Muhammad, and all this. And how shocking. Oh, but very in a passionate way. Afzal Salat Wassalam, meaning the blessings of Allah, the blessings due to Prophet Muhammad, mercy, and all this being believers on our marriage. Allah will bless this marriage. It will last. There will be no divorce. And that Zaid should was forbidden by Prophet Muhammad to divorce. So, how did the divorce take place? And why should the divorce take place when Allah and the Messenger have decided a thing for you? So that if you don't follow what Allah and the Messenger have decided for you, you will be in loss, believing women or men and women. And then, but no, after all, Zainab was not in loss because Prophet Muhammad married her, but Zaid was the person in loss. Because even in marriage with Zainab, we're told that Zainab couldn't get along with Zaid because she thought she was a highborn. But for Islam, you're supposed to sacrifice that highborn. This is why Allah, another reason why Allah wanted, and the Messenger wanted Zainab to get married to Zaid, so that we would show equality also. That in Islam there's equality. So a believer should not think that a slave that is set free is not equal to her, to them. So on one hand, we say this is the reason why Zainab was forced to marry Zaid. So many things. So for justice, even though I may be against the polity, now the Hindus, you've made me against the Hindus. See, some coming here, they have no like etiquettes, no. Even you Shias, you have no etiquettes. Saklan either, of course, coming here. Which Shia has had any rehem listening with, like, I'm a Shia, but I still come and listen to you and all this? And I wouldn't, no, I don't believe in apostates being imprisoned, female, or I'm a Shia, but I don't believe in that. I can help you and I'm with you, and like I can see that, oh, yes, this is your way of interpreting. But no, so, the Shias that have come, you're lying or you're taking the Sunni side and this side and that side. So, for justice's sake, also, for the truth, that these ones that I suspect are covering up, only showing the the part where the enemies of Islam took, Sunni Shias took that from the enemies of Islam and the hypocrites. See what Al-Aqamati Buya says, companions did this later, like killing people. And yeah, I don't even go to Rob Christian now, you know, when he was, whenever he says against a companion, whatever comes against them, I just close my ears, stop listening. I just leave his live stream. Anything against Abu Bakr, not that because I'm a Sunni Muslim, no. Oh, he said, which Abu Sufyan sodomized Prophet Muhammad, right? I gave it a, from one ear I heard, from the other ear I took out, right? No, Rob Christian. Um, yeah, so Rob Christian is mostly helping the Shias on this. Shias, but I didn't rejoice. I didn't even give it another much thought because I see what Prophet Muhammad and then his progeny did, and what Allah has said in the Quran first and foremost. Take that for taking these hadiths, these life stories of Prophet Muhammad from here and there, and taking it to be true, and not that they didn't in enmity say something against. Even, yeah, Abu Talib slept naked with his Prophet Muhammad. It's come in some. But maybe the Shias, I haven't seen or didn't really, may have skimmed through that. Or I have, sorry, I haven't read in Allama Majlisis, but about, God, I keep forgetting, Prophet Muhammad's grandfather. Crazy, really crazy actions. And what he said to Amina, when, oh my God, I was like, what is this? It's a wild man. Give me my son while she's just had labor. She's just gone through labor and given birth to Prophet Muhammad. Give me my son. And he's with a sword outside the room inside where she had the baby. Hey, out the sword and all. And goodness what, there's a Prophet Muhammad, like beauty and women, and he would marry, and in heaven he would get, of course, because he's light and everything, right? But even knowing that he's light being, and that Bibi Maria, Jesus Christ, yeah, Jesus Christ's mother, he will marry in heaven. Now, why does he have to marry? Even though he's light, I understand he's pure. But I was like questioning that, why does he have to marry Bibi Mariam in heaven? Get her as his wife, or God knows what, maybe. Can't say for sure. I think that's what I heard. Read in Allama Majlis's Hayat al Qulub. I was just wondering. As a Shia, not as an ex-Shia. Ask if any Shia, why would you think that these ex-Muslims are Shias? Instead of coming and distracting my thought, oh Shia, how cruel can you be? Now you're constantly coming here and being cruel against me. So you can harass me or distract me like this. And that would not be considered. Shias would be rejoicing, not considered harassment, annoying. Someone who already is annoyed, has grievances, has problems. Anyway, which Shia cares which justice on justice, and so much about helping the people oppressed. Oh my God, these Shias. One is changing now, and what these Shia devils have done. Yeah, maybe subdued. You want to perhaps give me some, you want to subdue me or something through physical, corporal punishments, draconian. That's how you can subdue an adulterer, a lesbian. 70 stripes on lesbians. And oh, I want to tell you something. Oh, Imam Ali is a small booklet. Shia punishment for lesbians. 70 stripes. Immorality. I mean, that's immoral. Allah has made one pairs for reproduction, right? Producing children. Sex is for producing children, not for, oh, only pleasure, right? No, mutta is for, even Muhammad Ayat was against homosexuality. Homosexuality, saying, I don't understand this because sex is for producing children. So let me see mutta on mutta. Shia Islam. It's terrible. I don't even want to go into this. These cruel people. Oh. the Shias, the four pillars of Mutta. The Arabic dictionary defined Mutta as enjoyment, pleasure, delight. But the homosexuals can't have this delight. Uh, so I've never really physically gone for lesbianism. Never even thought of, dreamt of doing that. A marriage of muta is a marriage which, until I met my principal, which the contract stipulates will last for a fixed period of time. This marriage of muta is referred to both in Hadith literature. That was a shock to me. Like, 40 decades older to me, 36 years older to me. Miss Tissa was 40 decades. I couldn't dream of. And Miss Tissa was single, and I couldn't dream with Miss Tissa about this. Can you imagine? All that affection was so, God, in pleasure, fixed period of time. So those of them, when you enjoy, give them their appointed wages. Is it enjoy? For Surah 4, Ayat 24. Does this mean muta? I don't know. Muslim leaders and what does Imam Jafar Sadiq or Muhammad Bakr said? Why muta? So the persons, those who guard the private parts, the fornicator shall marry a fornicatress. Time period, muta. Can't find it. I did it for justice, and I'm a true Shia, a true ex-Shia and true ex-Muslim. You will never find one on YouTube. And you see how these Piram, these without mercy Shias sent Hindus, like, Indian men. When I was thinking, who's reading my mind? That I'm going to say, please, no Indian men, Eastern men should not come here. I don't want to talk to them. You see this Arab lady, Muslim, she said we are being, this is for the Muslim women, this channel of mine. And we're really scared. This poor Muslima was really scared, right? For example, the Imam Jafar was asked if it is permissible to hold back part of the dower. Not so if she goes back on her word. A man came to Imam Jafar and said, I concluded a contract of muta with a woman for 1 month for a given amount. But the woman only came to me for part of the month. So what is also this reason for muta? Can't find it now. I think in here in this book or article on muta, if the woman should be, Imam says that maybe not. It is permissible for you to hold back. The reason she forfeits part of all this dower, it's about the dower, giving back the time period. Sheikh, it's not an imam. Question, Sheikh is not an imam, although his name is Al-Askari. Hadith, general. There's no condition or requirement concerning the amount of dower. Again, contract of muta is not simply an exchange of goods. Can someone I trust or someone nice, good, polite, and true goodness give me some help, support, a female? You see what they are purposely doing again and again is sending male Indians, especially, and also Indian has lied saying he's a Pakistani ex-Muslim recently. I saw his accent constantly sending mail to me. Who could be doing this if not a Shia, if not Shias? Not only, this is how they want to harass the apostates if they can't. Shouldn't blame the Sunnis for this, right? When your religions, in this, you're not oppressing the apostate. Shias, even. You wouldn't allow anyone, right? Can't even blame the Sunni UAE. And you see, apostate Aladdin has not put any video on Irani women, Irani people, men and women's rights, what they want. Oh, and they've got this coming with cleavages. Maybe this whole thing was really in my childhood or teenage, early 12 years, 12, 13, 14. And my friend was like Emirati friend was like 3 years, 4 years older to me, right? So yeah, the cleavage. I didn't see Americans wearing cleavages when I was in Karachi, Mexico. The way I saw my friend, Shia friend, wearing, and it didn't matter to me like. But I'm just saying like, I was in the American school, didn't see them showing their cleavages. The high school, but only one student, female. That was a different thing altogether. American. Americans are very simple. I really like Americans in their like they're very simple, straightforward, honest, very good people. Oh, I think I went too early. So, so the thing is that God knows what this is. A man can conclude a contract of mutta only with a Muslim or one of the people of the book. It is not permissible to engage in temporary marriage with an unbeliever or an enemy of the household of the Prophet. As free permanent wife, he cannot contract a mutta with a slave without his wife's permission. Should he do so, the contract is invalid or in abeyance pending her permission. If slave should belong to someone else, a mutta cannot be contracted without a master's permission. Several hadith have been recorded on the point. For example, the Imam Jafar says there is nothing wrong with marrying a slave temporarily with the permission of her master. A man is not permitted to marry the daughter of. So it's recommended the Muslim man conclude a temporary marriage only with a chaste Muslim woman. Here, by chaste Afifa, the classical authors have in mind someone who has never committed fornication and who follows the Sharia in her activities. Okay, skip this. So two attributes, Muslim and chaste, are derived from saying by two of the Imams, sorry. The Imam al-Rida was asked, is it possible for a man to conclude a temporary marriage with a Jew or a Christian? He answered, I would prefer that he engage in muta with a free Muslim woman. To a question about performing muta, the Imam Jafar replied, it is permissible, so marry none but a chaste woman. For God says, and those who guard their private parts. Oh. Conclude the contract. I married the. Oh God, what is this? Formula. In defining rental, the jurisprudence say it is to gain possession of a benefit in exchange for a specified sum. Mutta is considered a kind of rental. In some works, a special term is applied to women who participate in mutta, mustajara, or rented women. The mutta is considered a kind of rental because in general a man's basic aim is this kind of marriage is the sexual enjoyment of a woman, and in return for his enjoyment the woman receives a certain amount of money or property. Among Sunni jurisprudence there is a discussion. Oh, oh God. Oh, I can't find it here. Why is mutta necessary? Not only for, like, for a married man being mutta. I can't find it now. Sorry. What I wanted to find in this article. Oh, it's on a Shia website, right? al-islam.org. I think I showed it. And Sachiko Murata. The Four Pillars of Mata. Okay, and what was I? Where was I to go after this? How terrible the devices! My God, so expensive. I had to forsake. Like, I've saved my savings. That here got so expensive. Full volume. God, so expensive. Maybe people have iPads and they shouldn't even come here. On YouTube, these Indians harassing me and aggravating my situation. Eastern, ex-Muslims also. I don't know who to trust. Aggravating. Isn't this the voice of someone who helped, who was helping, like he was on the side with Gulsar Elia, this Mudassar? So, yes, Indian Hindu brothers, be kind to Muslims. Don't um, don't force them. Don't shouldn't even do this. Just go on. Otherwise, you would be destroying the fabric. You would be disturbing the mother, Muslim mother. Zafar heretic. No, Asahil has done a terrible thing against. Oh, I was going to show you about a Muslima. And then Sahil, what he's done to this, it's feeling so guilty. Sahil should feel, ex-Muslim Sahil should feel very guilty. मुद्दसर बेचारा पूरा बोल नहीं सका, रो रहा था. काफिर डायरीज. आप वापस अपनी माँ की तरफ चले जाए, मुसलमान हो जाएं. मुद्दसर से काफिर का सफ़र बेचारा नहीं कह. So don't do this, right? Shouldn't talk about that they're going to make us feel so guilty. बेचारा बात नहीं कर सकता. एक मुसलमान, why is she's very scared. Where's the Muslim? अभी देखिए ये ईरान है, ये अपने क्लीवेजेस दिखा है. Men told me to cover up the same way Islamic Iran did. तो ये क्लीवेजेस दिखा रहे हैं. अभी क्या जरूरत? What is the need? What is the need for showing this? Irani women, Christian. I don't know. God. Like, look at this American. She's showing her cleavage. She's even wearing a hat. It's so cold. She doesn't have a heater. I'm leaving. Aisha Rosali, right? This poor Muslima lady, she's leaving. They're harassing her. Aisha Rosalie. Rosalie. Now it should be Rosalie. Let me see what she says. Why is she? I forgot. We helped each other. Please, this channel. Let me read the transcript to get the transcript. Am I allowed to do? Law, safe space. These platforms are made for Islamophobes, especially for Muslim women. This is not our safe space. These spaces objectify us. Right? I'm sorry, I can't read. Okay, and show you at the same time. But Shias, you would be happy to know what is happening inside of me. Okay, this poor Muslim, all right? All of us, but where did she say the men? The men. Uh, this will be the last time that I turn this camera on. I have a lot to say. I'm feeling already emotional even before I said it. I've been on YouTube for 5 years. It hasn't always been the happiest time for me. I think this should be a wake up call for everybody that's online. That we don't belong here as Muslims. Allah, we don't belong here if is not controlling, if Shaitan is not controlling the algorithms, and I don't know who is, then I don't know who is. And I had this insane cognitive dissonance around social media for so long because I myself have not been a social media user for at least a few years. I do not scroll and I do not keep social media apps on my phone. People are always shocked when I hear this. Uh, the first, when I say this, the first advice I always give to YouTubers when they ask me is I say, do not read the comments and do not keep the apps on your phone. We have to keep some, you, you know, I didn't even want to keep WhatsApp. You only download the apps when you want to upload content and delete again, okay? That's yes, I always advocate for not being a consumer of social media. It completely destroys you in so many ways. That's with the doom scrolling. Okay, this is about scrolling. That's with objectifying of women. Objectifying. Social media is objectifying of women. That's with the constant comparison, phobic content, the mixed interactions, all of it. But then the other side of it, I do not advocate for as well. I've had a huge shift in my mind. I cannot sit on these platforms anymore and make videos for them when I know these platforms are not our safe space. These platforms are made by Islamophobes, especially for Muslim women. This is not a safe space. These spaces objectify us. Like, Hindus coming here and all this. Male ex-Muslims recently too. Whether we were uh, say spaces objectify us, whether we wear a hijab or not, whether we wear niqab or not, they objectify us. They force us against each other. They put us in this loop of comparison. The anxiety, the comparison, the insecurity, the self-harm. It's all on the rise. They put us in this mindset. Who's prettier, thinner? Who's more religious? Who's more religious? Who's thinner? Who's prettier? This is what now the Irani women are doing, taking off their hijab, showing their cleavages. And here on my channel, these Eastern men keep coming. And this is what the Shias want, that I get harassed. They know my weakness already. My father knows it, my cousins know. Drowning in shaitan. Social media is just drowning in shaitan. In fact, the whole of Iran is drowning in shaitan, according to this, right? Because the amount of Islamic channels that are just gossiping about other people. Oh, we are even the whole Islamic side of social media is just drowning in shaitan. It says shayan, it means shaitan. There's the constant drama, the call outs, the backbiting, the clickbait, the rage bait. And you know why I don't feel safe on? And not to mention the Islamophobic content. This is damaging our souls. She's right, yeah. And also, please, Eastern men, Now, I asked the Indian men not to come here. Now, I don't know, they've become. So, at Aisha Roselli channel on YouTube. What can I do? I have to deal with these Indian male ex-Muslims coming. So, brother, now look at this Mudassir's channel. What does he have here? And he seems like his voice and accent. Oh God. Even though he calls sister and all this, I'm not coming on your channel. You don't have much of a content and can't talk to in your Hindi language. Although you said you're Pakistani, but it doesn't seem like your accent is. And you won't know my English, right? You won't understand. I don't think you are, you know much of English. And your content, this seems like someone forced you into, you know, so he's crying here. He's crying. And look, even as this is in Sanskrit, I can't understand. And how much, what is this? See, they have to, no, this is collaborations. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Sahab, the leading hero. Yes. What is this? Oh God. मुझे तो ऐसे लोगों से कुछ डर लगता है ऐसे. I'm afraid of you ex-Muslims. Even ex-Muslims really don't know कुछ सुन्नी के against हो तुम लोग. Actually, this is the true Islam. And it's good if you truth debate skepticism. Debate. No, no. You see, Quran, Shias, look, I'll show you. Quran says in the best way. Argue with them in the best possible way. Why are you having debates with them? You're giving a bad name to the ex-Muslims, right? So no Kafir diaries. There's no way I can join your channel. So I unsubscribed. Kafir Diaries is a debate-driven YouTube channel focused on critical thinking, religious scrutiny, and open discussion. We question doctrines, challenge traditions, and analyze scriptures using logic history. Both. Just since when did he create this? No, join the debate. No way will I join any debate. तो ये अच्छा इंडिया से है. ये इसने कहा कि पाकिस्तान से है. चैनल तो इंडिया से है. इंडिया में है अभी ये. Very new to YouTube. No, I don't want to join any Indian or even a Pakistani. Thank you very much. I've had enough of UX Muslims. Fake. No bashing of Sunni Islam. Sunni Islam is the true Islam. Even radical Islam is the true Islam. And you liars, Shias, you're the worst liars ever. Christian Prince, if maybe he's with you, he likes you, but you're the worst liars. And I really mean it. And you're the Solomon, the worst in the cunning, most, how you know how to twist and turn the and when to show this ayat and when to cherry pick and not to show the contradictory ayats. And say, read this in context, read this in context. Zalim. The ones like Zalim meaning the liars, the skillful liars that you are, I've seen, made the oppressors oppressed and the oppressed the oppressors. What you did to our lives. Oh, the demon is saying you effed up. Your prophet did, or your imams did. No, no, but I don't want to use that word. Sima, they still have that demon. Oh, so you know what they wanted to do? That's why. Um, I was thinking, who is this? They wanted to put the blame on my college, that the Hindu. Oh, that poor, oh my God, that poor gentleman, Mr. Gupta. क्या डैडी ने खेल खेला शिया शिया बहुत जालिम सैयद से यूसुफ जैदी को यूज़ करके शिया को यूज़ कर oh what player you are daddy. That's why Veer Zara the movie see Veer Zara. But you know Mr. Gupta just wanted to help me out. When my father couldn't afford, he said, "Come to London. I will like a guardian, you know, like a guardian, financial helper." I said, "No, no, I won't be able to pay you." He said, "After when you're working, you can pay me back. I will financially help you." I could have trusted him with my eyes closed. He wouldn't have touched me in that bad way. And what they did, oh, that's why the Bibi Zainab, the abuse and all this, so that I would suspect that this Indian gentleman, Mr. Gupta, has done something to me from a distance. Year 2000. शर्म करो शिया story. शर्म नहीं आती इतना झूठ ऐसा झूठ like कैसा झूठ बोला skillfully